I'm going to compare and contrast A$AP Rocky's two albums, Long Live A$AP and At Long Last A$AP. So I'm going to start with Long Live A$AP, which was produced in 2013, and it moved about 139,000 units when it was first released, which is pretty good. For the features, he had Schoolboy Q, Drake, 2 Chainz, Kendrick Lamar, Skrillex, Joey Badass, A$AP Ferg, Gucci Mane, and Waka Flocka. And there were more features, but those were just like the big name ones. For the top charts, on Billboard's Hot 100, he had 3 hits, which were Problems, Wild for the Night, and Long Live A$AP, which are like songs that you probably have heard of. And then for the Hot Hip Hop R&B Top 40, he had 2 songs, which were One Train and PMW, which were pretty big songs too. For the sounds of this album, he talks about his fashion because he is known as a fashion icon, and he wears like big name brands such as Gucci and Raf Simons and stuff. And he also talks about his come up and his success. And in the song Phoenix, he talks about his battle with mental illness and his thoughts of suicide. But for like the actual sound of the album, he has a good mix between like soft sounds and the faster tempo upbeat sounds. Now for At Long Last A$AP from 2015, it moved about 146,000 units upon release. He had less features on this album, but some of the big ones were Schoolboy Q, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, Miguel, and Joe Fox, who was featured on there a lot. For the top chart songs, he had 3 Hot 100 hits, which were LSD, Electric Body, and Everyday, which were pretty big songs. And he had 5 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Top 40, which were LSD, Electric Body, Everyday, Lord Pretty Flacko Jody 2, and Canal Street. For the sounds of this, he talked about his fashion and his success a lot, like in Long Live A$AP. But in this one, he talks more about drug use and his relationships with women and what fame has done to him. But then he also talks about his new outlook on life, because while he was making this album, his mentor and best friend A$AP Yams passed away from a drug overdose. So it really affected him, and it made him not care as much about like how he acted back when he lived in New York City, back before his fame, how he was selling drugs and part of like gang stuff and had like guns and stuff. So that was like a big difference in this album. But the sounds of this album are also a lot slower, and he doesn't have many upbeat songs, but he does have a couple. Personally, I don't have a preference, but I listen to a lot more songs that are on At Long Last A$AP, because that's around the time when I really started listening to him. But I really like a lot of the songs on Long Live A$AP, so I don't really have a preference. I enjoy them all. Thank you for watching.